Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Special guest in the building.
ASAP Ferguson.
What it
ASAP
is?
Ferg, man. Is this your first time
Ferguson,
up
too.
No, man.
Yeah,
here?
Ferguson.
Been here before, right?
Yeah, Ferg been here before.
Yeah.
I've
You just
been
gonna walk all through his interview, Rob?
Yeah,
you drunk
what's
already,
going
man?
on?
This guy crazy.
Very unprofessional.
He said start over.
Can you respect our interview and back up?
Don't be walking in my interview with that book bag neither.
Tequila, man.
All right, well, congratulations. We're here celebrating ASAP Ferg.
Yeah, you already know what it is. Always driving Prosper stores right now.
I'm not gonna front. I'm glad you got another one, man. Because I love the record. I was tired of hearing Gucci down to the top like I'm Big Papa, baby.
I never get tired of hearing that song.
Yeah, because you made a lot of money off it. That's
Right.
It still does. That's one of the biggest records out in the club, and now this one is.
I'm on a new level.
Wow, I think it's still growing too.
It is.
You know, it's funny because you said the last time I was here, you said that work started and it kind of like faded and then it came back.
Yep.
I think it's because I traveled and then came back, but when I came back, it was bigger. I think that's what's happening with New Level because I'm seeing like little kids like screaming, I'm on a new level, and I'm seeing the athletes picking it up. So I think it's doing what it's supposed to do.
So what was it? Was it the label on your ass? Because I'm sure you had a bunch of music recorded, but they was like, yo, we need a record, we need a single, we needed this.
Oh, no. The thing was, we supposed to come out with the Mob album. I'm not sure if y'all remember, we dropped Nas song,
Yeah.
and we dropped 12 song. And we just didn't feel like the album was up to par, so that's when I dropped Ferg Forever, because that's when I was like, yo, I got to put something out. But then, like, while I was dropping Ferg Forever, I was always working on this album. I was traveling. I was, like, going to different producers' cribs and getting the right music for this album. Yeah,
So what happened
it's
with the
like-
Mob album? Y'all,
Nah, we still working on it. Like, it's a cozy tape. It's almost done, actually.
so
Is
what-
it hard to critique yourselves and each other? Like, well, this isn't really up to par where it needs to be.
It's not hard. It's just that, yeah, it's not hard.
Because you got to tell other people, like, you got to step it up, or how does that work?
Oh, yeah. I mean, me and Rocky critique each other all the time. We'd be like, yo, you could go harder. Or he'd be like, yo, bro, like, you could go harder than that. Like, on the Shabba remix, he was like, yo, bro, I think you could go harder than that. And, I stepped up. I mean, that's what I want, though. Like,
You want somebody to tell. You don't want a yes
for,
man.
For Work Remix, I had wrote that verse 3 times. Just like because I had wrote a verse and then I got Schoolboy Q and everybody verse back and I was like, nah, they're not about to try to do that on my joint. And even when Busta sent his joint for Shabba, I was like, yo, bro. He was like, yo, where the song at? Why you put the song out? I was like, nah, you trying to go crazy on me right now. I'm like, I'm not having that. And then I had wrote my verse over.
Now, with Level, now explain Level, because it seemed like the success of Level came from out of town before it hit New York. I remember being in Houston and in Detroit, and those were huge records before it was even.
That's kind of the
hot in
story of the ASAP Mob, though,
Yeah.
really.
I think we set it off here because we shot the video here. The energy was here. I just think the sonics of it is more familiar out there.
Bouncy, right?
Yeah, it's bouncy. Like, they playing it in ATL. They playing it in all of these South markets and all of that. And I did a lot of promo out there as well. So, and I think they just gravitated to the song naturally out there.
You get more love out of town than you do in New York?
I wouldn't say that. I think I've always gotten love in New York. I'm just always out of town.
The resistance isn't the same as it was before, though. Before, when y'all first dropped, it was like, oh, them New York dudes with a down south sound, but that's y'all generation.
Yeah, we live in the internet. Everybody hang out with each other through the internet. Like, you can have a Japanese sound because you're working with a producer from Japan.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's just how it's hanging out on the internet.
Now, how much did Yams passing, God bless the dead, affect the creative process?
I think it made everybody want to stick together a little bit more. I speak to his mom every day now, and just more of us like just taking time to fly out to each other and be like and be with each other as a group. Because sometimes we'll get so busy, like I got my own schedule, the mom got their own schedule, like 12 years on tour with the Flatbush Zombies, and Rocky's doing him, and Nas is in London with Skepta or something. Like, we all doing our own things because we all growing individually, but we must take time to take time for the group, because that's what got us here, is us sticking together, and we realized that by losing a man.
Is that what made y'all put the Mob album to the back a little bit too?
I wouldn't say that. I just think that it wasn't right. Even Yams is when we was working on it, he felt like it wasn't right. You know, he was basically the A&R. He used to be like, yo, this is hot, this is not. I'm not feeling this, that, and the third, critiquing it and molding it, and it just wasn't right and feel right.
Now, are you watching what you put in your body since his passing?
Oh, definitely. I'm not a drug user. Like I hardly drink. I don't smoke weed, and I've never really been into none of that stuff. So, yeah.
All right.
I see you have a tour with Tory Lanez coming up.
Yeah, that's about to be turned. I'm trying to get these honeys to come out.
Oh, is that what it is?
Definitely.
Sounds like I Love You and going on tour with Tory Lanez.
Yeah,
That's what we trying to do.
Exactly. I'm growing up. Like, I got to teach these kids. That's been marching for about 5 years, you know, how to kiss a girl.
Don't you think social media is what ruined all that? Social media made it to where people don't know how to have regular human interaction, man.
Definitely. Social media. Can I curse on it?
Of course.
Yeah, social media make dudes.
Okay.
Yeah, like
Don't curse too many times. You know.
Yeah, I'm not.
Side.
Social media I feel like social media just takes away from the original feeling. Like I remember having a piece of paper and a pencil or a pen. You know, having to ask for a pen. You got a pen to take down a girl number, and actually having to and getting butterflies because I had to walk up to a girl to talk to her. Now as kids,
baby.
Now kids just sliding up in them DMs. They saying reckless through text messages because they can never say that in face to face. But now I actually take the different approach because it's so surprising and shocking. It's the element of surprise. I'd rather hit a girl with some. She's not expecting me to call off rip. Cause they expecting a text message. Now I'm gonna call you. I might FaceTime you. Cause who don't want to FaceTime? You love that little FaceTime.
I hate how my face looks on FaceTime.
Yeah, some people hate that. You're using the wrong angle. But I will say this. One of my friends asked me the other day. She said, you know, this guy I met, he keeps on texting me, but he won't call me. Is that weird, or is that just what happens today? Because he never calls, but he'll text her every day, all the time.
He's probably married.
He got a girlfriend.
Yeah, something. Yeah, something.
You
like
think
that.
so?
Yeah, definitely.
Because she just feels like he's.
Sorry, bro.
No, but I do feel like, because I told her, I said, maybe you should just call him. And sometimes you got to set that up. Like, okay, he texts you now, let me call him. He answers, get him used to talking on the phone. Because I do feel like guys don't talk on the phone like they used to.
That's what I'm saying. Like, the talking, like, girls can tell when you have lie in you. If you just
He's
texting
got a girl. He's mad.
Yeah, there's something behind that.
Yeah, guys just don't know how to talk to girls no more. Like, it ain't the same.
Yeah.
They don't have to though. That's the
nothing
problem.
the same.
Nothing,
everything is microwaved and fast and Instagram and all of that.
How you know? You was born in 1988.
I got an old soul though.
And FaceTime, is it a little scary too? Like people trying to impress their friends, you know, they hit you up on FaceTime. You don't know who's in the background. Like, watch, I'm gonna get Ferg on the FaceTime.
Yeah, I'm very. Yeah, I have people for that to help me out with all of that to make sure it doesn't get crazy. So, yeah.
Now, what do you mean when you told GQ your first album, Trap Lord, was manufactured?
It wasn't manufactured. They got a lot of things like misconstrued, and I had went on my Twitter and I was like correcting them because it was like I don't know what they be doing sometimes. Yeah. But they might have heard me like whatever. But basically, what I was trying to say through that interview was Trap Lord is a piece of me. It wasn't all of Ferg. That's all I was saying through the GQ thing.
I mean, that's your first album though, so there was more to come basically.
Yeah, I feel like that album I was still learning myself. I'd never been around the world. You know, once I got a chance to broaden my horizons, everything became different to me. I started looking at the world different. I started making music different.
Are you surprised with all of the festivals that you guys are doing? Because you don't see, I mean, artists with big records don't do festivals, and you guys are doing a bunch of festivals.
That's the base. That's our base. I mean, we come from like Bonnaroo, Coachella, you know, those events. So, you know, that's from the beginning. So we got to do the festival circuit, and it's fun. We love it.
What about that Coachella? Y'all got in a car accident, Coachella?
Yeah, I got into a car accident because
why were you driving yourself, man?
I wasn't driving.
Oh.
My driver, I didn't get into a car, but my driver, they stopped short, like all the way in the front, and then all the cars kind of like collided, and then like it just slowed everything down. If I didn't show up to Coachella in like the last minute, I wouldn't have made it on stage.
Really?
I had to climb the side of the stage where the screens was at, you know, and ask who had the mic, because I heard Rocky. He was like, "Yo, this is my last song. Thank y'all." And I'm like, the security not letting me through. I'm like,
they didn't know who you were?
Nah, they knew who I was, but Coachella is like
very strict. They have like 10 different passes that you have to use.
It's OD. So I'm like, yo, I have to go on stage. I got my in-ears and everything. And they like, yo, nah. So we got on our old ASAP Mob.
Just bum rushed it.
It bum rushed them. I'm looking, how can I get on the stage? The stage is like on the second floor of a building. I'm like, I can't go in front of the people. I don't want them to see me. I got all white on. And then I went behind the screen. Marty jumped up there, seen some poles start climbing. I followed him. And then we got the mic, and then it was on.
Sound like an old Dirty Bastard entrance from back in the day.
Did you tear it down, though, is the question?
Teared it down. Teared it down for the last minute.
What you do? You did levels?
Of course, I had to do new levels. Yeah, and then I tried to go into work, and then they just cut it off.
Cut the mic off.
You feel like Always Strive and Prosper is a lot more personal?
Oh.
Like, I know you're telling stories about your uncle on here. And
it's definitely more personal. You know, a long time I was just feeling like my fans didn't understand me, because I would do songs or post things on my Instagram, and they'd be like, yo, Ferg, you trying to be artsy now? You trying to be doing it? You try to do this? Why you doing a song with that person? You don't know who I am if you asking these questions. So I had to open up. And for a long time, I wasn't used to being a celebrity. You know what I'm saying? My background is art, fashion, and you watch a fashion show, the designer always comes out, you know, after he shows his pieces. He want his pieces to get shine. You know, I was always playing the, you know, behind the scenes, but then when I did work, it was like I was forced to the full front and put on that big stage. So I had to get used to that a long time. And now I just realized, you know, it's a part of being an artist. I have to open up all of myself. Right. You know what I'm saying? You got the microscope on you. It's hard for you to, you know, keep things personal, or, you know, people want to know what type of girl you into, what type of clothes you like. I'm used to not showing my clothes off because I don't want nobody to wear, cop my stuff.
So where would you go when you get dressed? Huh? Where would you go when you get dressed?
What you mean?
Like when you got dressed and you was fly, like where would you go?
I'm just talking about this. I want to show it off, but I don't want to put you on.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't want you going to my stores. I don't want you knowing where I got my stuff at. Like, I'm used to that mentality, but I'm like, kids want to know because
now you can't be like, I'm not telling you where I
I'm
got
a
this.
brand now, so it's like, I have to let people know.
Kids want to be you.
You did a record with Missy too, right?
Yeah, it's called Strive.
What made you want to do that?
Well, Missy is like the biggest thing that I think ever happened to me. I think Missy, if it wasn't for Missy, Pharrell, and Kanye as a kid, the DNA that I'm built up of, I don't think I will be this guy.
Really? Why Missy? Because
Missy is so innovative. She was an artist. She, directed her own videos with Hype Williams. She had her own vision, and she made it cool to put colors in videos. And if you think about it, before Missy, it was just like the whole bad boy movement, black and white, leather. And then before that, while that was happening, it was Wu-Tang, and it was just like,
it was
dirty East Coast. Yeah, dirty East Coast. But she brought like brightness to it and in like a cartoonish, poppy kind of way. And I don't know, I'm a colorful dude like in that way, like whereas, I don't want to just be stagnant in a box with things, you know what I'm saying?
That's funny. I hear a lot of street dudes say Missy as a reference. Like Lil Wayne said that one time. Yeah, Lil Wayne said he liked Missy.
But I think I could see it in Wayne because Wayne got a lot of charisma and he's very animated, like a Busta Rhymes.
Yeah, making the noises.
Yeah. Exactly, and the faces and all of that. Like I could see that in Wayne.
Now, one of the funniest things that I saw in a long time, man, was when this dude tweeted out, AP Ferg announces the name of his forthcoming album, and then you tweeted second. And then he tweeted, sorry if there's an accuracy somewhere, something we need to fix. You said forthcoming album, it's only the second.
That was the stupidest shit I ever said on Twitter in my life. Hey, listen.
Now you say you don't drink, you say you don't get high.
Like
listen, no. I was in bed and I was trying to correct somebody, and that's what I get for trying to put somebody in their place and speeding. Right. And I didn't know how to edit on Twitter and all of that at the time, so I didn't get it quick enough. Like I had tweeted that and then went right back to sleep. And then my cousin called me like, yo, you're just going off on Twitter. Like, what you do? And he was like, yo, you erased that comment. And I'm like, what comment?